She's not happy.
Not happy. Love you though.
But I got the meows. Hello.
Hi, how are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm good.
That's a typical ADHD answer, can we not? A typical neurodivergent. How are you? I'm good. How are you?
Good.
Cool.
Cool.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Welcome to episode 15 of season
15?
2.
Wait, I have 14 on my list.
It's 15.
Okay. I'll change it.
It's definitely 15.
15. Changed. I don't know what happened. I lost an episode somewhere in there. Episode 15 of what?
Jess and Hids make a podcast.
What?
I'm Jess.
I'm Hids.
And we made a podcast.
We're still making it.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Twice a month.
Yeah. So, what's new?
I'm looking around the room trying to think. I've got this new little goblin.
It's been 2 whole weeks.
Look at this
since
little guy.
we have.
Isn't he adorable?
He is cute. This is great for an audio.
You asked me what's
medium.
new, and this
Yeah.
is what's new.
Okay.
He needs a name.
I got nothing.
I got nothing.
2 weeks since the last time we have spoken to our audience.
I know, it's weird.
Yeah. What has happened in the last 2 weeks? I had a birthday.
You did.
Yeah.
Level up.
Yep.
Well done.
Thank you.
Good job, you. What else? We went on a hike. We did a little silvotherapy.
We did. It was great.
It was great. It was nice because like we were there. It was sunny and not too hot and not too windy. And then the next 3 days it rained and got cold. And then the wind came.
Yeah.
And it's been
So
windy ever since.
We picked a good day to go out and be outdoors. And it was great because we walked around a lake and we had fry bread.
Oh, the fry bread was so good.
So good.
It was a good day.
Yeah.
And we also had ice cream at the end of the day.
Oh, yeah, we did.
Really good ice cream.
Uh-huh.
So that was nice.
Yeah.
We should do that again.
We should.
Except the wind will not stop blowing now.
Yeah, now
We've
that the
entered
wind
wind
is blowing.
season.
Yeah.
And there's little Shen.
Shen update. She's doing good on her medication.
She has a recheck Friday.
Yeah.
So we'll see how she's.
I guess we'll
all
give
her
another
blood work.
update next episode.
Yeah, we'll see how everything goes and if she needs any adjustments. But
Today she has been very, very lethargic, and I'm trying not to be worried. But
that
it
is a
just
side
seems-
effect. But yeah,
It seems more so than usual. Like
Yeah.
drowsiness is the side effect of the medication, but today she's just been in the same place,
all day.
sleeping all day. Yeah,
Yay!
but it's okay. We're getting her checked out again
Yep.
in a couple days. So
It's going to be good.
yeah.
It's good.
So do we want to just immediately dive in?
My topic is I like my topic, but it is short. I will say that I have a short topic today.
Mine is short too. It could have been a lot longer, but I mean, I'll explain it when I actually talk about my topic.
Okay. You've been like teasing about it.
Stop it. I love you.
Sweet Cake.
Sorry, Cake was licking really loud and it was gross.
Cake makes a lot of weird mouth noises and it drives us crazy, but we adore her.
We do.
We put up with a lot from her. Yeah, I don't have
She
much
puts
else
up a lot from us too.
She does. She does.
Like, telling her not to lick.
Stop doing everything you're doing all the time.
Aw.
But we love
Poor
you.
little Cake.
Yeah, I don't really have much else. We do have our scavenger hunt still going, so there's
it's
plenty
April.
of time. You still have 16 days to do the scavenger hunt, and you should drop over to jessandhits.com/merch and grab that. I've been seeing some submissions come in. They're really fun.
Yeah.
And we have a scavenger hunt channel in our Discord server. The people are sharing some pictures on and talking about scavenger hunt, so it's fun. So yeah, if you want to do that, pop over here to the website and grab it. My chair is super squeaky and I'm sorry.
It's fine.
It's just, I just realized I'm like moving around. I can't get comfortable. And I'm like, wow.
Yeah.
It's really noisy. Anyway, scavenger hunt. That's the only big thing that I have. I feel like I'm missing something, but that's it.
Our TTRPG games are free this month. So if you want to sign up, go to patreon.com/JessandHids and look for the most recent schedule post. You'll find the sign up form link on there. Also the link to our Discord and I think that's it. Our website.
Our website.
Also, it's all there.
It's all there.
Yeah.
We've just been like, I feel like I've just been kind of chill for a little bit because we went to every other week recording and it felt like, oh, I could just be chill for a little bit. Even though like all the other stuff is still going crazy.
Yeah.
But it's been nice.
It was nice to be able to like not feel like I had to rush to...
Yeah, like, oh, we just recorded. Oh, we got to record again and do all the research. But it was nice. I do want to eventually get back to our weekly but it is nice. We've got a ton of new downloads.
Oh,
what?
I know a new thing that we can talk about.
What?
We both might potentially be going back to school.
Oh, I forgot about. I'm trying not to think about that because it's stressing me out. But yeah.
So for a long time, I've been thinking about getting certified as a massage therapist, as a therapeutic massage person. I don't know why I felt the need to say that both ways. But there you are. I think it's because every time I look for the program on this college's website, I think massage therapy in my head, but it's actually called therapeutic massage. So I have to look under the T's and not the M's.
Yeah. It's weird.
So I had to, I don't know. Whatever. Anyway. So I have applied and I'm waiting to hear back, and financial aid is necessary. So I also have to wait for that, but I have applied for that as well. And yeah, maybe be able to start school, which is weird to say when I just turned 39, but you know,
well,
I've been thinking about it for a long time. Like even back in my, late teens, early 20s, I was like, I should go into massage therapy. And then I just didn't.
Speaking as someone who gets therapeutic massage every other week, I'm here for this. And
okay,
I like it. I think, I'll be your practice. No, I think massage therapy is great. I have zero wrist. I have wrist injuries, or I would consider it, but
okay. I mean, we don't always have to do the exact same thing with our lives.
That's what I'm saying. I have thought about massage therapy before as well, but I worked in the tile installation industry and destroyed my wrist, so it's hard to do anything that requires a lot of pressure.
So, what are you thinking about doing?
I've been looking at a few different things, and I looked at pharmacy technician.
Yeah.
Because I did, when I used to work in the vet, I did a lot of medication things involved with that, like filling prescriptions and like helping people work through their stuff, under the doctor's control. What is it? Oversight. I don't know what it's called.
Supervision?
But supervision. That's the word I was looking for. Thank you. But yeah, so I'm looking at that. There's a program at the local community college, so I thought I might try that.
Yeah. So we're looking at maybe if we both had higher paying jobs, we wouldn't be so stressed out all the time working, for minimum wage.
It's the story of everything right now.
Yeah.
But yeah. So yeah, it's just, and I don't know. It's nice. I don't know. It's nice to have a thing. Like I would love to do welding, but again, it's a more physical thing. I've welded off and on through my life because my dad did cars and all that. So it's always something I've loved to do, but physically, I don't think I'm really there for it as a job.
Yeah.
Every day.
And you got to think about the practicality of it. Cause where around here are you going to find an actual
There's actually, I
job.
did look. There's a lot of construction companies in the area. And
Or is it seasonal though?
no, I found there.
Oh.
I actually did find several, and I was like, "Oh, look, there's a lot of there are actual jobs in the area."
Well, there I go, assuming
But
that there wouldn't be.
yeah, it's. I think like when my first initial thing is welding, I'm like big giant, big jobs, big this, but there's actually like a lot of different practical uses for it in a lot of different things. But again, physicality of that is, yeah. I could do it, but it would just be a hobby if I took it. And that's kind of, I have enough hobbies. I have plenty of hobbies. I don't need any more. I don't need to pay for a certificate to have a hobby.
To know how to do a hobby.
Do it, yeah. I'm just like, no. If I'm gonna go to school, it has to be, something. So
yeah.
Something that I could actually do. But yeah, so
yeah.
Going back to school at and a slightly older than you is interesting. Yeah.
Yeah. I was never a good student, so we'll see how this goes. I don't know. My ADHD, I need structure, but I hate structure.
Mm-hmm.
And I need spontaneity, but also I have to be prepared. And yeah, it's that whole thing. So,
yep.
Yep. But I want to do it. So hopefully that drive will still be there when I actually am taking classes.
Yeah. That's the thing. Like I did start back in 2013. I started getting classes for dental technician or dental technician. And I was enjoying it. And then I, destroyed my back by sneezing and had to drop out. I'm a college dropout. I'm so proud of myself.
I'm a college dropout too. It's okay. I never finished. I was 2 classes away from finishing an associate's degree.
I was the first person to go to college in my family, and I dropped out. So I'm now once again.
You started college, so technically,
Once again, I'm going to do it again. So here we go.
Yeah.
Hopefully, it'll be better this time around.
Yay!
So we'll keep you posted on that.
Yeah. I wish I could go to school in my topic today. That'd be cool.
Do you know what?
Is there a degree I could get
too in this topic that I'm going to talk about? Well, sideline to the topic that I'm going to talk about.
Okay.
It's something I've always wanted to do and never, ever was going to be able to do.
You know what I am currently trying to decide?
What?
Do I want to use the card that I drew last week to make you go first? Or do I just want to risk going first? We'll see. I might hold on to that. I might hold on to it. Play it when you least expect it.
Yeah. You can't talk about it. I had forgotten. You could have done it and I would have been like, oh, dang.
Yeah.
I completely forgot you did that.
Well, you would see me pull it out of a drawer and be like, I have this, I'm using it. Okay, let's draw these Uno cards.
I have one.
You have to actually like play it. Oh, I got a draw 2. What is a draw 2? Use a draw 2 card to make the other person draw another one and take the lower card.
Well,
wait.
But what are you taking?
So I guess I have to draw again? I don't know. I didn't think these rules through. Once again.
Well, there's a 2 on your card. So does that mean that I have to draw 1 to wait, or you go first? I don't understand the rules.
I don't either. I originally said that like before the cards are drawn, if you have a draw 2, you can use that to make the other person draw again.
Yeah.
But then like I drew the draw 2.
So do you just hold on to it?
Yes.
Okay.
And because I get to hold on to a cool card, do I draw again then? Probably.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think
let's do that. Okay.
We should figure out the rules to
I
our
know.
game.
I got a 3.
I got a 9.
So you're going first.
I don't like this game. Give me my dice back. I like my dice game better.
We'll switch to dice
for season 3 again.
For season 3.
Man, that's a whole...
Or come up with a whole different game. Like, I think we said that last week too.
Just draw straw. Rock, paper, scissors.
Rock, paper, scissors, lizard, Spock. Is what we should
never
play.
Remember all the rules on that one. Let's just stick to the basic 3. Because...
I know the rules.
I know. Okay.
Okay, what are you talking about?
So last week 2 weeks ago when I drew my card and I went, and I started doing some research and I realized it was a very broad topic and I was struggling to get it narrowed down. But then some synchronicities happened that made me pick this topic instead. And one of the synchronicities was that we had some costumes come into work. And then we were talking with your mom on our walk in the forest about Smokey. So I'm going to talk about Smokey Bear.
Smokey Bear. Aw.
So I was like, "Aw, Smokey Bear." And then I was on Instagram and Smokey Bear came up and I was just like, there he is. I'm just going to follow him. So I'm following Smokey Bear now.
Oh, cool.
So
tell me about Smokey Bear.
Smokey Bear. Like I said, this is going to be, we're just going to talk. So I don't have a ton of
Isn't that
long.
kind of what we do?
Yeah, it is.
Anyway?
We just do.
We're just going to talk.
Yeah, we're just going to talk about Smokey Bear.
Okay.
What do you know about Smokey Bear? What can I tell you? What can I teach you new? Do you know anything?
I know Smokey Bear was an actual bear who was rescued from a wildfire. Right? Do
you know where?
No. Well, I should because you have been to that museum.
Mm-hmm.
Is it somewhere on the way to Texas?
It's in Capitan, New Mexico.
Okay. Yeah.
There's a Smokey Bear whole park and little museum that you can go to, and the original Smokey Bear is actually buried there.
Aw.
We'll get to that though later.
Okay.
Do you know the Smokey Bear is the longest running public service announcement in U.S. history?
That's cool.
Isn't that cool?
Has it always been only you can prevent forest fires? The slogan?
The first signature phrase was, "Remember, only you can prevent forest fires."
Wow.
But that came 3 years after the program started.
Okay.
And Smokey Bear, the bear, also came in 1950. So the campaign started
the mascot.
Yeah. The campaign started in 1944, which the USDA Forest Service, the National Association of State Foresters, which is what I would want to do as a job. I would love to be a park ranger or forest ranger, but
I was wondering when you were going to tie that into.
Yeah, that was
you want to be Smokey Bear?
No, I would love to be Smokey Bear.
You can try on those costumes when we get them at work.
I would love to be Smokey Bear. That would be so cool.
I would. No, like the person wearing the suit.
But going and yeah, it would be fun. But I would also really want to be a park ranger.
And miserable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's that too.
Yeah.
Also, I saw a clip of Smokey Bear dancing with some beaver mascot at the Savannah Banana ball game. And I was like,
cool.
No, I'm not going to do that. But I will have some information at the end in the show notes. I'll have the smokeybear.com website. And if you want to have Smokey come talk to people, you can sign up and get him to come to your whatever. Your school, your book club. I don't know.
Club.
He goes to a lot. Anywhere you want to talk about fire prevention, you can get Smokey probably. I'm going to caveat that. There were some things. So, okay, back to my information. I'm just going to keep randomly going off on tangents, but that's okay.
What? In this podcast? What do you mean?
We never do that. I know, but okay, where was I? The USDA Forest Service, the National Association of State Foresters, and the Ad Council partnered with the advertising agency Foot, Cone, and Belding to create the Smokey Bear campaign in 1944. To this day, FCB, advertising agency, continues to create the Smokey Bear campaign on a pro bono basis.
Oh, that's
which I think
cool.
is wonderful.
They do it for free.
They do it for free.
I love that.
I think it's awesome. So it was 81 years in August last year.
Wow.
That this has been running. It's the longest running PSA in America.
So
I think it's cool.
You said that was 2-3 years after the actual Smokey Bear was found?
1944 was when the campaign started.
Yes.
And the it was not until 1950 that Smokey Bear was rescued from the fire in New Mexico.
Oh, so
the program was actually going on.
The program was there.
Mm-hmm.
The slogan was there.
And Smokey Bear, the mascot that you see, the iconic bear with the blue jeans and the park ranger hat, has been around way longer than 6 years longer than the actual Smokey Bear mascot.
See, I thought the actual bear was what sparked all of it.
Me too.
Wow.
Me too. I had no idea. I was like, what?
That's crazy.
I thought they found the bear and were like, you know what? He would make a good mascot. We should start.
Yeah.
You know what would be cool?
A little bear cub. Let's use him to promote, fire safety.
Yeah. But Smokey Bear was already there.
Wow.
So the little bear cub, since we're talking about him, we'll bounce ahead to 1950. There was a wildfire in the Capitan Mountains of New Mexico, and the crew they had seen this little bear cub while they were fighting the fire, and they were like, okay, he's wandering off in the direction away from the fire. He's gonna go find his mom and be okay. And then the fire turned, and they got trapped kind of in this canyon for a while, and then were rescued. And then they also found the same little cub, and he had been burned, and it was so sad. His little picture, he's just like little scrawny little bear with little bandages on him. So they scooped him up and took him back, to their little ranger station and gave him first aid, and then he was actually sent to the National Zoo in Washington, D.C. But they named him Smokey after the Smokey Bear, the campaign that's been around for 6 years. And he became kind of the living symbol of the campaign. And he lived in the National Zoo in Washington, D.C. Until he retired in 1973. So for 23 years. Nope, I'm wrong. That was the guy who was his caretaker, retired in 1973. Sorry, my notes got a little twisty. Let me go find my little. I gotta go find. Okay, here we are. I got to show you this picture of this little sweet little tiny bear with his little bandages.
Oh, he's so cute.
He's so cute.
He's like smaller than Zirin.
I know. He's super tiny. I was like, oh my gosh, he's so little. And it was in the spring, so he was probably pretty newborn. He was very young. Which is just oh no. So yeah, he was rescued and taken to the New Mexico Department of Game and Fish, and a pilot named Ray Bell heard about him and flew him to Santa Fe, where the veterinarian treated him and bandaged his burns and everything. And he took him home for a while, and his wife and daughter helped nurse him back to health, which I'm like, oh, I want a baby bear. And then the news spread, and people were like, oh, let's talk about this little bear that was rescued. And he kind of became this, the symbol of the icon, this iconic little bear.
Yeah.
And then that's when he got sent to the National Zoo in Washington, D.C. He lived there for 25 years and retired in 1975, not 1973. And he passed away in 1976.
Aw.
And then his remains were sent home, and he is buried at the Smokey Bear Historical Park in Capitan, New Mexico. And I've been there and saw his little grave. I was like, oh, it was sad. In 1962, he had a friend join him, a bear named Goldie, who was also an orphan. And then later on, another little orphan cub from the Lincoln National Forest in southern New Mexico, and he was dubbed Smokey the Two.
Oh, Smokey Two,
little Smokey or Smokey Two.
Little Smokies, like the little
Smokey. I know. Oh, I want some little Smokies.
We've got some in the fridge.
Oh, we need to get some.
Yeah, we need to We have some.
I mean, no, tomorrow. Okay. When I get off work tomorrow, I'm going to pop them in the crock pot with some barbecue sauce.
Yum.
Okay. Sweet. Done. Smokey 2 stayed at the national roll at our national roll. Bread roll. Sorry. I should maybe I need to eat some more. I don't know. Smokey 2 was the next kind of symbol and mascot of the Smokey Bear campaign, and he stayed at the National Zoo until August of 1990 when he passed away. And there's not been another Smokey Bear, like actual bear.
Yeah.
Since then.
I'm like, good.
I know you're like, no more
like,
orphan bears.
Then it just kind of becomes, I don't know, having a real animal mascot seems, I don't know.
I always feel weird, like when I go to Carolina Panthers used to have a Black Panther that they would bring out and home at certain home games, for a little while. Not often, but I do remember it, and I'm just like, I don't know how I feel about that.
Yeah, there's a word I'm looking for. It might be
exploitation. Yeah.
But also, so, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I'm all for rescuing bears and
100%.
Yeah,
and like I know some people are very anti-zoo. I am pro zoo because a lot of animals species have been saved.
Oh yeah,
by being in zoos because they're extinct in the wild, and
a lot of zoos are also rehabilitation for
the one
animals,
we do.
So,
the race in November.
Yeah.
They have a really big rehabilitation program for chimpanzees, and I think the howler monkeys too.
Oh yeah.
So that's really cool. Yeah. So in that aspect, I am pro zoo. Yeah. For good zoos.
I'm pro ethical zoos.
Pro ethical zoos. Yeah. I don't know how I feel about animals being kind of trotted out, but I also like our friend Kate works in a wildlife
they do, like,
center,
animal
and
shows
they have
and presentations and stuff. So like those are cool too.
Educational purposes.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
So yeah. It's, as long as the animal's healthy and happy and well cared for and has a good living environment.
And it seems like all of those shows, this tangent is just going to keep going just for a little bit longer. All of the shows that I've seen that are like, come and see the animals, and they do like little tricks and things, like the falconry you've seen. All the handlers always talk about like the actual animal themselves and where they come from and why they're currently in this facility. And it's usually, they're, just now learning how to hunt and how to fend for themselves. It's things like that.
And a lot of times, they're there as part of these programs until they can be released, or because they can't be released back into the wild because, they were, I know, like maybe like an eagle had been shot or trapped or something, and they can't fly, and like, they can't go out in the wild because they will die a terrible death. They won't be able to take care of themselves. So, in that case, I'm like, okay, let's have them here where we can go and be like, oh my gosh, there's an eagle like 2 feet away from me. This is so cool. And I'm learning about it and, like what I can do to make their life easier and like avoid their nest or that sort of thing, which also another tangent. We need to go up and see if the eagle nests are there.
Yeah.
As
soon as it stops being windy.
I know, as soon as it stops being windy. There's a, not far from where we live, like just within a mile or two, there's a little hiking path, and there's a stand of trees and eagles nest there. Yep. Which I think is just the coolest thing. Yeah. So, yeah. I mean, I grew up in the 80s when like eagles were endangered. So it's like, oh my gosh, it's an eagle. This is the coolest thing. They're not anymore. They're still they're still protected. But they are no longer endangered. Do you know how?
That was recent, right?
That's very recent. Yeah. As an 80s child, I am like, oh, awesome. Oh, fun fact. Neat little thing. Sperm whales are also off the Endangered Species Act.
I want to say.
But they're still protected.
Pandas as well.
Yeah.
Neat.
However, the rice whale is very dangerously endangered. So let's, work on them the way we work.
The rice whale?
The rice whale.
I've never heard of that before.
They live in the Gulf of Mexico.
Oh.
Yep.
That's cool.
Yep.
I'm going to have to look it up.
Look it up. It's very problematic right now because stuff is happening in the Gulf of Mexico
Yeah.
with oil. And yep. So let's talk a little bit.
Rice's whale.
Rice's whale. Oh, I just called him Rice Whale. Oh, and I want to make like rice.
A little rice sculpture.
A whale.
Of a whale.
A whale made out of rice.
Okay.
Okay, Smokey Bear.
The only year-round resident baleen whale of the Gulf of Mexico.
Okay.
It was recognized as a distinct species in 2021.
Oh, wow. I didn't realize
very
that.
recent.
Very recent.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Anyway, that's a whole
other tangent. I can talk about whales. Maybe I'll just talk about whales in one episode.
Whales.
I do too. They're so cool.
I know.
Okay, bucket list. I want to go whale watching somewhere.
Maui.
Okay.
You can just sit on the beach and watch them
Maui,
jump.
yet another bucket list. So I cannot. Two things at once.
Yeah.
Totally should do that.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Put that down. We're going to do that.
Okay.
Write that down. Make it happen. We're manifesting.
Yep. Here you go. Writing it down.
You're not, though.
No, I'm not.
Okay. I'm going to try not to laugh. Smokey. Is it Smokey Bear or Smokey the Bear?
It's Smokey Bear.
Do you know why people say Smokey the Bear?
Because Winnie the Pooh?
No.
Why?
Because in 1952, there was a song written called Smokey the Bear. And they added this "the" in because musically
they needed to hit the beat.
They needed to hit the beat. So everybody goes, but it's Smokey the Bear. It's like, no. But yeah, there's just he's Smokey Bear officially. And the "the" is only for the song. If you're singing the song, you can say Smokey the Bear.
Yeah.
And I have the video, but it's not in public domain, so I can't play it, but I'll link it.
Okay.
Nothing of Smokey's will ever be in public domain.
Because it's still being represented by that ad agency?
And it is, in 1952, there was an act of Congress that established it as being under the Secretary of Agriculture, and it will never, it has been removed from public domain, and it will always be, belong to Smokey and the forestry parks and all of that.
That's cool.
Which I think is very cool.
Yeah.
Because it also allows for all royalties and proceeds and fees collected off of any licensed products to be used to continued wildfire. Wow. I'm looking at it and I'm reading it and it doesn't work. Continued wildfire prevention education. Still couldn't get the word out. You know what I'm saying. Education. Okay. To not burn down the forest that we need so desperately. Also, It's wildfire season right now. So.
And we had a really, really dry winter. I don't know about other parts. Well, I'm pretty sure other parts of the world have too, because we were just talking about a friend in Colorado who was saying they also had a dry winter, and it is fire season there too. So
what can you do?
Careful.
What can you do to prevent forest fires?
Well, I don't know, but I know only I can do it.
Only you, Jess.
Because that's what Smokey says.
Only you. Fill in your blank if you're listening to this. Fill in your name. Only you can prevent forest fires. So if you go to smokeybear.com, they have a page of wildfire prevention tips. And it's 3 big things. And the biggest one, like, when we're driving around here.
Don't be stupid.
Don't be stupid. That should be like the biggest one. Don't be stupid. But the biggest thing, we see it on signs around here a lot. Drown, stir, drown, feel. So you dump, if you have a campfire.
I don't think I've ever seen that on a sign before.
Well, you should.
I've seen like this.
It's all over. There's one on the road to Sholo. Nope. I'm sorry. On the road to Heber. It's the little hand. It's got the little fire, a shovel, and the little hand, and then a bucket of water.
Okay.
So you drown it in water, and then you stir it up, and then you drown it in water again, and then you feel it. And if it's too hot to touch, it's too hot to leave, so drown it again.
Yeah.
Because even a little ember can sit there and smolder and spread and spread and spread, and then you have a fire again.
Which is sort of the theme we go for with the war members.
I know.
But like in a good way. Like
In a good way.
Our war members are good war members
Yes.
that can spread much like a wildfire, but
in a
spreading
good way.
happiness and not
Destruction.
destruction.
I know. I think about that every time we say, "Oh, war members, spread your war members, share your fire." Oh, but not the actual
not
thing.
actual fire.
Not actual thing.
Yeah.
Our war members are.
Unless you're like lighting a candle, then that's fine.
Yeah. But don't put it too close to fabrics or anything.
Yeah.
Like, be smart with your fire, people.
Yeah.
One other thing, which I think a lot of people don't think about, is driving or parking on dry grass.
Yeah.
Because the under part of your car. What was that? Oh, something outside.
Yeah.
I just heard a brrr. I was like,
Speaking of cars.
somebody's growling at me.
Yeah.
But yeah, the underside of your car gets very, very hot. And if you drive in tall, dry grass,
Yeah.
combustion happens.
It could ignite.
And if you're towing things, make sure your chains are up off the ground. If you got anything dragging in your car, you don't want sparks.
Yeah.
It just takes a little bit, especially in dry weather. So yeah,
Yes.
there's also on the website, it talks about making a defensible space around your home. So like clearing back trees away
Mm-hmm.
from your home so that, yeah, we like to live in a shady spot, but if that tree catches fire, then your house is catch fire. It's a mess.
Yeah.
So that's just me saying, be safe, be smart. And, you guys got to be careful because the Forestry Service is struggling right now. A lot of forest people have been laid off and their jobs have been dismantled. So don't start fires.
Yeah.
9 out of 10 wildfires are started by humans.
Yeah.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
Because there is a good fire. Like, fires happen naturally.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's a reason they do prescribed burns.
Prescribed burns and
That
controlled
it's
burns.
necessary. But yeah, if left uncontrolled, it can be devastating.
Terribly
Which,
devastating.
like, I mean, back in, when was the rodeo Chetasky? It started as 2 big old huge fires in Arizona. And it covered other states too. But it was the rodeo fire and the Chetasky fire merged into one big fire, and it took a really long time to contain that fire, and it destroyed so much of natural wildlife and habitable space, I guess. A lot of homes were also evacuated and lost, and yeah, it was crazy.
It's very devastating. Like, coming from the East Coast, I don't have the experience of we didn't have like a fire season. It's there's a lot of damp. There's a East Coast, like at least where I was in North Carolina in the foothills, there were a lot of prescribed burns on a regular basis.
Mm-hmm.
It was a big deal, and people would do it around your own homes. Like, you would have woods, you'd go and clean up the underbrush and fallen stuff and take care of it. But in like the big fire in that area in 2016. I just had to look it up because I couldn't remember the year. Gatlinburg in Tennessee and Pigeon Forge. It's a resort area.
Yeah.
Beautiful, beautiful forest land on fire. And it was 2 kids on walking through, throwing matches into the grass on Instagram.
Wow.
They were tried as adults, thankfully. I haven't gone in and to see what all was going on, but I was just like, how are you so stupid?
Yeah.
I'm just like, oh my gosh.
And I want to say both of the rodeo and the Chetasky fires were started by humans as well, but I'm not 100% sure.
Probably.
Yeah.
I mean, 9 out of 10
unattended campfires.
Things just left and not properly, put your fires out, take care of it, make sure it's cold.
Yeah.
No warm embers, nothing, just cold, cold, cold.
My dad used to volunteer for the Helitack crew in the BLM.
I know,
He
he's
fought
talked
fires.
about that,
Yeah.
and I'm just like, haha, that's so cool.
Yeah.
I've said it before. I know I've told you before, but anybody who's willing to go and fight a fire is a hero, because I don't think I could do it. I know I can't. I thought my house caught on fire one time. I freaked out.
Yeah.
I was like, 911, and my dog's out of the house, and I am never setting foot in that house again.
Oh, man.
And then like 20 firefighters showed up, and I was like, you are all angels and wonderful humans, and I love you forever. And they're all like volunteer, like
Yeah, they're just like
high school kids and
yeah.
stuff, but they're all in their big uniforms with their axe and their hats and their heat detection things. And I'm just like, you guys are so cool. Wait, are you going back in the house? It's full of smoke. What are you doing? I'm just like, it was crazy, but
Yeah.
I got way off track.
I know. Yeah, we kind of did.
We
Sorry.
did. It's okay.
It's okay.
Fires are scary, and you guys got to be careful. That's what I'm saying. Let's go talk a little bit about Smokey Bear.
You didn't expect to get lectured today, did ya?
You just, it's a problem. Be careful. It's a terrible, terrible thing.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I think also remember like the California fires that wiped out whole neighborhoods.
Oh, yeah. California gets it bad.
So
like-
bad. I mean, was it last year, Palisades?
Yeah.
Or 2 years ago?
Oh,
It's
gosh.
like-
Was it 2 years?
Has it been?
Oof.
I don't know. Time is going
Yeah, I don't know.
weird.
Yeah.
Time has no meaning anymore. I don't
It
even know
does
what
not.
dates are happening. I'm just
No.
like, whatever. If it's not on my calendar, it doesn't exist. I'm just like, I don't know. I got a few more little fun, neat little things about Smokey.
Sweet.
And then I'll have links in the show notes, so everybody go learn how to prevent forest fires.
Yeah.
Somebody has to do it.
I should actually start putting the links in the show notes of the podcast description again,
Oh,
because
yeah.
I have not been putting them on the
This
website.
is one link, smokeybear.com. It's really easy.
Oh, good.
All your information is right there. smokeybear.com. Remember it. Also, you should follow Smokey Bear on Instagram.
So smokeythebear.com.
No, smokeybear.com. I bet if you type in Smokey the Bear, you'll find it too, but smokeybear.com.
Okay.
Smokey Bear is the only person other than the president who has their own zip code.
So like for mailing letters.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Smokey Bear got so many letters that in 1964, he was given his own personalized zip code. So you can write Smokey Bear a letter at Smokey Bear, Washington, D.C., 20252.
That's awesome.
You
We
should-
should write Smokey Bear a
I
letter.
want to write Smokey Bear a letter.
Yeah.
Tell him how awesome he is.
Yeah.
And that we clean his uniform.
clean your-
we clean
we
you,
clean your
Smokey, every couple of months. We
For several different departments,
I know.
too. Like
we have multiple different Smokey
Yeah.
Bear costumes that come in. And it always just makes me happy too. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh,
Oh, Smokey.
I'm helping Smokey.
Yeah. We also cleaned an Easter Bunny costume that
Yeah,
was
that
just
was
creepy.
creepy.
You cannot make a cute Easter Bunny costume. I'm sorry. I've never seen one that
I
exists.
don't like
ever.
them. They're hideous and scary. And I
Yeah.
don't like them. They're creepy. I wish. Did it finally leave?
No.
No, it's still
in
there.
the box.
It's in the box now, though.
It's in the box, but the head's poking out of it. So I think that might
So,
be
like,
worse.
where I'm doing the t-shirts or the shirts where I press the shirts, I can't see it because that
Because the counter's in the way.
counter's in the way,
Mhm.
and I'm so happy
Yeah.
because every once in a while I would walk by and be like, ugh,
It was,
creepy little.
you just cannot make a cute Easter Bunny
cannot.
costume for a
Just
human to
don't.
wear.
Just don't do it.
Yeah.
Stop doing it.
Yeah.
Smokey Bear though is cute,
Yes.
so you can make all the Smokey Bear costumes that you want.
Yeah.
Anyway, I don't know what else I have to talk about.
I thought you had some neat little things.
Oh yeah, my neat little things. Okay, Smokey Bear has his own zip code,
Mhm.
which is very cool. Smokey Bear has been to space.
What?
In 2012, he went to the International Space Station with Joe Akaba, the NASA astronaut, and some Russian cosmonauts. He spent 123 days aboard the space station as the flight mascot and the zero gravity indicator. Did you see Rise, the zero gravity indicator for the Artemis 2?
No.
He's so cute. He's just a little moon.
Oh.
Or I think he's a moon. Oh, I said that and I immediately felt that it was wrong.
So in what form did Smokey Bear
As a little small plush.
as a little small plush. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
was like,
It is the little, there's Rise. He's a little moon plush
Aw.
with a little hat.
That's adorable.
It's very cute.
Yeah.
Anyway. So normally they get the zero gravity indicators get left behind when after the spacecraft does its little splash landing, they get left in there. But the I forgot which one. Oh, here it is. One of the astronauts grabbed him on his way out of the capsule.
Smokey?
No. Rise. I'm sorry. We just went to the moon for the first time in 60 years, and it's really cool. My news feed was for the past 2 weeks has been all Artemis 2, and I've just been happy for that.
Mhm.
Okay, anyway, that was my let me get off that tangent. I'm going to close that. My other neat little thing. I had one more neat little thing. Because I've already talked about the Smokey Bear Act. Smokey Bear has met almost all of the U.S. presidents since 1944 and attends, speaking of Easter, often attends the White House Easter egg roll.
Cool.
Which is fun.
Yeah.
The Smokey Bear campaign, a lot of celebrities and athletes have kind of joined in with that and done little promotional things with Smokey Bear. Bing Crosby, Roy Rogers, Betty White, Dolly Parton, who I adore, Leonard Nimoy, Ray Charles, Joe Montana, and Brian... Tyree Henry. Sorry. My brain just pushed all those into one word.
Brian Tyree... What?
Brian Tyree Henry.
I don't know who
I think he's a sports guy.
Okay.
I'm going to look him up real quick. And the Beach Boys mention Smokey Bear in one of their songs.
Oh.
Brian Tyree Henry is an actor.
Huh.
Okay. He was in the Eternals. Okay. Cool. I recognize his face.
Okay.
I had to look at him.
Who it is.
Yeah, I had to look at him. I was like, oh, okay. It's one of those guys I don't know the name very well, but when I saw his face, I did. Okay. What other little snippet do I have for you? Went to space, joined Facebook in 2008, and you can go follow him on Instagram.
He joined Facebook a year before I did.
I don't know when I joined Facebook. Forever ago.
Mm-hmm.
Probably around that time.
I was a holdout among all my friends.
I only joined because I was following a cross-country rider.
Cool.
And that was, I don't even remember her name.
I didn't even have a MySpace account. I
had a MySpace account for about all of 5 minutes. And I was like, well, no, this is not me. And I deleted it. I had it for literally like maybe 5 or 10 minutes. I was like, wow. No, I'm gone. Bye. Sorry, Tom. You're my only friend on MySpace.
What?
Tom? Tom was everybody's friend on MySpace.
I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't have MySpace.
You didn't have Tom was the guy I think that like made MySpace or something, and he was everybody's friend. Like he was always your first friend when you joined MySpace. That's hilarious. Anyway, that is my little snippet of Smokey Bear. I don't have anything else to talk about, except he's a really cool little bear, and I love him, and we need to not burn down the forest because we need them.
Yeah. Yep. We do. If you
please talk about something else.
If you want to know why we need the forest, refer back to our previous episode about silvotherapy.
Yeah. There you go. Oh, that was my other synchronicity, is that you talked about forest and I was going to talk about Smokey Bear.
That is cool.
Okay, I'm done talking now.
Okay.
I'm going to be quiet. You talk.
No, you're not. I'm not even going to get through my first bullet point before you're going to have something to say.
Okay, cool.
I guarantee it.
Cool. Well, that's the point of this, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
We got banter. It's okay. So the card that I drew it and I was like, what does this mean? So you drew yours and you said it was very broad.
Mm-hmm.
Mine is weirdly specific, but also I don't know. I have no idea. It's one that you put on the list.
Okay. Do you have an idea now that you've done the research?
Yeah. I mean,
because that would be awkward if you didn't have a clue what you were going to talk about.
I have stuff to talk about, but I don't know if it was what you meant when you put it on the list.
Okay. I put it on the list. What did I put on the list?
Victorian vampire media.
Oh, ooh, that is broad.
It is broad, but also very specific.
Very specific.
In terms of vampires.
Yes.
It's like a blip.
Oh, but it's also a blip, but it's also okay.
Well, it's okay, I'll just get into it. So like I Googled Victorian vampire media, and a lot of things that kept popping up in my searches was how pop culture warped the original concept and myths and beliefs surrounding vampires. So that's what I'm talking about.
Okay. Is it pop culture of today or pop culture of the Victorian era?
Victorian era.
Okay. That is why I put it on the list.
Oh, good.
So you nailed it.
Okay.
So happy. I'm so happy for this.
So vampire or vampire-esque stories and folklore have been around for a while in a ton of different cultures. Cultures like the Mesopotamians, Hebrews, ancient Greeks, Manipuri? I don't know. And Romans, they all had tales of demons and spirits, all considered precursors to vampires as we know them, like the blood-sucking, only go out at night, shape-shifting people.
Okay.
And someday I think it would be really cool to talk about all of that.
Yes.
But yeah,
please.
for now, this little vampire history lesson is going to begin in 1725.
I'm excited.
In Serbia.
In Serbia? Okay.
In Serbia. Petar Blagojevic. It's a J, so it's a Y, right?
Yes.
Blagojevic. He lived in a small village called Kisilova. He died in 1725, and his death was followed by a slew of other sudden deaths in his same village.
Okay.
Within 8 days, 9 people perished.
Wow.
On their deathbeds, the victims allegedly claimed to have been throttled by Petar at night. Also, his wife stated that he had visited her and asked her for his shoes at some point after his death. And she even ended up moving to another village because that freaked her out so much.
I mean, understandable.
In other sort of local legends, they say it said that that Petar came back to his house demanding food from his son. And when the son refused, Petar brutally murdered him, probably by biting and drinking his blood.
Were they sure that Petar actually died initially in the beginning? Are they sure about that? Or did they just like...
Unsure. There are theories that he may have been prematurely buried.
Yeah, that happened a lot.
Yeah. And like a lot of cases of this whole vampire craze are because of just very common things like that. Well, common at the time. It's no longer common to be buried alive, thank goodness. But
thankfully.
Yeah. So anyway, the villagers decided to disinter the body and examine it for signs of vampirism, such as growing hair, beard, and nails, and the absence of decomposition. So they dug him up and found that, yes, indeed, the characteristics associated with vampires in the local belief back then were all there. The body was undecomposed. The hair and beard had grown since his death. There were new skin and nails, while the old ones had peeled away, and blood could be seen in the mouth. When they saw that, the villagers staked the body through the heart, and when they did, a great amount of completely fresh blood flowed through the ears and the mouth of the corpse.
How long after death was this?
It was something like, I don't know. I actually don't know. Okay. There's another case that said like 40 days that's going to be similar. It's the one I'm talking about next. But like this one, I think there was a quicker, like this one said within 8 days, 9 people perished. So it was probably soon after that they decided to exhume him. So like, yeah, after that, they burned the body. They were like, yeah, this dude was a vampire and he's been
He's a
killing people.
vampire.
They burned the body.
Take him out.
So at this
Okay.
point, there was already lore about vampires, which is something else I find super fascinating because at this time in Serbia, there was a lot of political unrest between the Turkish Empire and the Ottoman Empire,
Okay.
I think.
I've heard of both
And
of
the
those.
Ottoman Empire is who Vlad the Impaler was fighting off of,
yes.
his territory, his
Yeah.
land. So like Vlad the Impaler, I didn't go into his,
He's his own topic.
he's his own topic for sure. And that's why I didn't really put him in my notes. But it's believed that Bram Stoker based Dracula off of Vlad the Impaler.
Mhm.
There are debates about whether or not that was actually true among scholars today, but like that can be a whole different thing. But like the political unrest, I think, is fascinating when you think about the possibility of it giving rise to these specific isolated incidents in villages, because the next one that I'm going to talk about, it was a year later. Nope, sorry. There was a case that happened a year later that's probably the most famous, but then it was several years after that involved people that had come over from the Ottoman Empire, and they were like the victims of the vampire.
Oh.
So like it all kind of ties into the political unrest at the time.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah. But anyway, that was off of my notes.
No, that's
Just trying to remember the things that I read that I would eventually love to do another episode about this.
Yeah,
about the actual historical, factual things that happened that also gave rise to the whole vampire fear.
Okay.
In addition
I'm here
to
for part 2.
the folklore and the legends and the cryptids that are somewhat related to vampires. And like there's like a whole other, we should just make vampires a recurring card.
Okay, done.
Yeah. Okay. So a year later, after Pater, a similar event happened. This one also in Serbia, but in a different village. Arnold Paole. Paole.
Okay.
I don't know if you're supposed to pronounce the E on the end, but there we go. This guy often mentioned that he had been plagued by a vampire at a location named Gosowa, but that he had cured himself by eating soil from the vampire's grave and smearing himself with its blood, which later became sort of the legend of how one turns into a vampire. Don't smear yourself with the vampire's blood, otherwise you're going to become a vampire. So like at the time he was like, I'm going to protect myself from this vampire by smearing the blood.
Wait,
on
so
him.
like, did he
know.
dig him up to do that? Or was he like...
This is just the story the guy was telling.
Okay. Okay.
Arnold,
I got you.
Yeah, he supposedly had been known for telling stories like that.
Okay, Arnold, got you.
And Arnold died from a broken neck in 1726. Within 20 or 30 days after Arnold's death, 4 people complained that they had been plagued by him at night, and they all died shortly after. The villagers dug him up and found all the indications of what they thought at the time was vampirism. And, excuse me, I have a quote from an Austrian physician who wrote a report on all of this a few years later, and he was there during the exhumation.
Okay.
And this, because of what this guy wrote and his observances of this case and several cases all within a few years, it's why this case is so famous and is probably a lot of scholars say that the case of Arnold Paole was the birth of the modern day vampire.
Oh, okay.
So the quote says his veins were replete with fluid blood, and that fresh blood had flowed from his eyes, nose, mouth, and ears, that the shirt, the covering, and the coffin were completely bloody, that the old nails on his hands and feet, along with the skin, had fallen off, and that new ones had grown. Further, his body was red, his hair, nails, and beard had all grown again, concluding that Paole was indeed a vampire, the villagers drove a stake through his heart, to which he reacted by frightful shriek, as if he were alive, groaning and bleeding. That done, they cut off his head and burnt the whole body. They then disinterred Paulo's 4 supposed victims and performed the same procedure to prevent them from becoming vampires as well. So all of those things we know now are very common.
Decomp.
Yeah.
And they're not embalmed, and it's just decomposition.
Yeah, it's just the natural decomposition of the human body. And then the fact that in this case, it was 40 days later, they exhumed the body. Serbia is very cold.
Mm-hmm.
This guy died in the winter.
Ah.
And so, like, it takes a body longer to even start decomposing because of the cold temperatures.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure it was the same case with the other guy, with Pater. Another thing to consider about all of the deaths that come after that, disease runs through small villages.
Yeah.
Also, another scholar speculated that when you are around death, if somebody in your close, tight-knit village dies, it creates a sort of psychological effect. Like, death isn't an easy thing to witness.
Right.
Even, back in the 1700s, when it was probably more common, especially in winter months, in, rough villages to live in, it leaves a mark, and it can leave people having nightmares about seeing the dead person's face, or just feeling very melancholy.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's stages of grief, and
yeah,
now we do have more kind of mental health support, and
yeah,
that was not a thing.
And so, like, the supposed victims that reported being terrorized by these, in both of these cases, by these vampires, supposed vampires, they may have just been having nightmares about seeing a person die horrifically. Like in Pater's case, he broke his neck by falling off a wagon. Arnold, or did Arnold break his neck?
Arnold, I think you said, broke the neck.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, that's...
Oh, yeah, I don't know how Pater died.
That makes perfect sense. I mean, like, you would have... I mean, if someone you love died, just in natural causes, you have those dreams, you have memories, you have moments where, grief hits you and affects you differently. But if you saw someone die in an accident, unexpectedly, you're unprepared for that. And then you don't have, someone who, a support group or any kind. You're just like, well,
that sticks with you.
Arnold died. Let's keep going, carry on, life, very sad. Anyway, that just popped in my head, the whole, this is random tangent. I'm sorry. I watched the I Like Me, the, John Candy story. Mm-hmm. It's a really good little documentary. It's kind of like a memorial type thing.
Yeah.
But his father died when he was very young. And it was the time period when you were just like, I think he was like 6 or 8 years old. And it's like, okay, yes, very sad. Go to school.
Mm-hmm.
Go about your day. Oh, no, we don't talk about sad things, And like he was never allowed to really grieve. Like, you could be sad at the funeral. Okay, funeral's done. Move on. And that is, that was the mindset. Like, that was how you didn't talk about these things.
That messes up your mind.
And you need to. Like, you need to talk about things, and you need to get your emotions out and process through them. And so, like, I could see these people, like, Arnold fell off the wagon and died, and some people were probably there, and they were like, oh gosh, he's dead now. And then you knew this guy. It was a small village. Yeah. Everybody knew everybody.
Yeah.
And then suddenly he's gone. So I could definitely see the trauma coming out as like, oh, he tortured me in my dreams. And then I died, a week later or whatever.
Yeah.
Probably because I had a heart attack or something, just grief or disease.
So Serbia wasn't the only place vampires were thought to be plaguing people. There is the New England vampire panic. It was the reaction to an outbreak of tuberculosis in the late 18th and 19th centuries. So consumption, also called tuberculosis, was thought to be caused by the deceased consuming the life of their surviving relatives because it ran through families. Bodies were exhumed and internal organs ritually burned to stop the diseased vampire from attacking the local population and to prevent the spread of the disease.
And I'm just like, stop digging up diseased bodies, please.
I know.
You're spreading. Like, oh, let me dig this up. I'm not wearing any kind of gloves or mask or anything.
Yeah, the burning, I guess, is fine, but like, just leave it there.
Just leave it in the ground. It'll
okay.
Stop.
So,
oh my gosh.
So every time I hear the word consumption, this is a whole other random tangent.
What?
I knew a guy in college who liked the movie Moulin Rouge, and the main character dies of consumption.
Oh, spoilers. I have never seen it.
Sorry, but
it's fine.
Doc Holliday also died of consumption. But like, we were talking about it one night, and I don't know how it came up because I wasn't even a huge fan of that movie, but like, he was saying, consumption was drinking too much alcohol.
Oh,
that's what he thought consumption was. So I was like, oh, no, it's tuberculosis. And he's like, no. Consumption is drinking too much alcohol.
I mean, I guess
he was mansplaining to me.
Oh.
And I was like, okay.
You're adorable.
Okay. I'm just gonna. Okay.
Cute. Okay.
Anyway, I just think about that every time.
That's hilarious.
Consumption and tuberculosis, same thing.
Same thing.
Consumption does not mean
you
too much alcohol.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Anyway, by the 19th century, the myth of vampires had progressed from folklore into literature. One of the first known printed references to vampires in the English language is in an 1813 poem by Lord Byron called The Giaour? Giaour.
Giaour. Okay.
But it was the 1819 publication of a short story by a British writer, John William Polidori, called The Vampyre, Vampyre, that contributed to the rise of the romantic vampire genre that we know today. So scholars and historians say that the actual real-life cases of Pater and what, you're making a face.
I just looked up that word, the Lord Byron poem. It's a derogatory slur.
Oh no, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I did not know that. It's out of use. It's an archaic use, but
wow. Okay, Lord Byron.
Wow.
Calm down. What is it? A derogatory slur?
A disparaging term historically used by Turkish speakers to describe a non-Muslim, particularly a Christian, often implies a religious slur. So, denoting one outside the Islamic faith. I don't know why. I guess Giaour. Yeah, that's it.
Huh. Okay.
It's like infidel.
Well, yeah.
Oh, because it was former Ottoman Empire. So that was probably
back in,
okay, vampire, Ottoman. Okay, it's all coming together. Okay, but we're not going to say that word anymore. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
It's okay. I didn't know either.
Aware.
Was not. We all learned today.
Yeah. Okay, so short story by John William Polidori called The Vampyre. That that's. Oh, no, I already said that. So, like, we have these real life cases that possibly inspired literature and all of that. And it was this book that sort of gave rise to the whole romanticized vampire.
Oh, okay.
Neat little thing. Originally, Lord Byron was credited, I should say took credit for the short story. But John William Polidori was Lord Byron's physician, and he wrote it.
So typical of Byron.
I don't know much about Lord Byron, but what I do know about him, I have not been impressed.
Every time I hear about Lord Byron, I'm just like,
Yeah.
Okay. Like liking you less and less.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Same. We'll see. Maybe we'll do an episode about him someday.
He might be on the list. I don't know.
I don't think he is. None of us would have put him on the list.
No, I have not. Okay. Yeah. Sorry. Carry on.
Okay. So, Sir Christopher Frayling is a broadcaster and cultural historian and the author of Vampire Cinema, The First 100 Years. He says, talking about the short story, this leads to a huge craze in the 1920s of operas, ballets, plays, and burlesques, all under, sorry, the 1820s, not 1920s.
I was like,
1820s. We're in Victorian
times. Okay.
Of operas, ballets, plays, and burlesques, all under the theme of the vampire. Out of those come all the cliches of vampirism, the seductive aristocrat, debauched young men, high society, cloaks and evening dress, and all that other famous iconography.
That blows my mind.
Yeah. I mean, you probably thought it was Dracula, huh?
Yes. I thought that Dracula was the kickoff of all of that, but this was pre-Dracula.
We'll talk about Bram Stoker's Dracula.
Okay.
So where the early vampires of Eastern Europe were seen as scrawny, deplorable creatures creeping around in graveyards or like digging up from graves every night to go prey on family members, the new vampire also early vampires of Eastern Europe, it's interesting to note, were often former members of the working class or soldiers.
Aha.
The modern vampire, as we know now, are charming, seductive, silver-tongued, usually aristocrats.
Wealthy. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. So there's some commentary to be had there.
Mm-hmm.
But let's talk about Count Dracula.
Okay.
So 1897, that's when Bram Stoker publishes Dracula. And we get the most famous vampire of all.
So
1897.
So this kind of romanticized thing kicked off in the 1820s.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Dracula
I didn't realize it was like until almost the 1900s.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's wild. I didn't know that.
But like Count Dracula has become the most famous vampire.
Mm-hmm.
And I have an excerpt from the book. It's the scene where Jonathan Harker first sees Dracula. Bram Stoker uses this weird mix of creepy repulsion and charm. And I'm curious to know what you make of this.
Okay.
His face was a very strong aquiline with high bridge of the thin nose and peculiarly arched nostrils, with lofty domed forehead and hair growing scantily around the temples, but profusely everywhere else or elsewhere. His eyebrows were very massive, almost meeting over the nose, and with bushy hair that seemed to curl in its own profusion. The mouth, so far as I could see it under the heavy mustache, was fixed and rather cruel-looking, with peculiarly sharp white teeth. These protruded over the lips, whose remarkable ruddiness showed astonishing vitality in a man of his years. For the rest, his ears were pale, and at the tops extremely pointed. The chin was broad and strong, and the cheeks firm, though thin. The general effect was one of extraordinary pallor. Can you even picture that in your mind?
I actually can. Do you know? Okay.
It's weird, right? It's a weird mix of creepy and, but like, what?
But yeah, because like, I mean, usually when you see like an aquiline nose is usually aquiline features and like it's a pretty. I can't.
Yeah, it's a strong,
a good term. I can't think of the word. But yeah, like you're like, oh yes, he was handsome. These figures, the nice cheeks, the ruddy lips, but then you have these like white fangs and the pallor.
Yeah.
I can picture this guy. I wish I could draw what's in my head right now because I could picture this.
The strong eyebrows sort of suggest broodiness, and then like
I just immediately am picturing the guy from Hotel Transylvania. His dad, the old dad.
Oh my gosh.
Because he had the big eyebrows and the
Yeah, he
nose.
did.
And, oh my gosh.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
Okay. Sorry.
And there's the difference. There, you got the guy living in a cave with his bats, creepy, hunched over old
And then
guy.
you got
and
the
then
rich
you have,
guy. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, it's kind of a confusing description, but you can totally picture it.
Mm-hmm.
And
It's a perfect, like it's so well perfectly described. You can see it.
yeah.
Unless you have aphantasia.
Okay, that's true. Yeah. According to that historian, Christopher Frayling, Sir Christopher, sorry, that weird mix of repulsion and fascination is what keeps us hooked on vampires. They're alluring yet dangerous. He also says, bringing it back to the political element about why we like vampires, and I have a quote. It says, "Vampirism plays to middle-class resentment about entitlement and aristocrats behaving badly," which pretty
Yes,
much sums it up. Like we've
Yeah.
morphed into vampires being these deplorable, usually working class
yeah.
people into aristocrats doing horrible things.
Mm-hmm.
And yep, there's so much about vampires that I really, really, really want to dive into someday.
I have typed vampires recurring card in our podcast topic list,
Awesome.
and I will make a card for it.
I read a few articles in my research. I actually deleted a lot of articles from my sources.
I know you were over there. Delete. And I was
Yeah.
like, why?
Yeah,
We can do a part 2.
because it could be a whole separate thing. So I read a few articles talking about like different cultures' beliefs and like folkloric origins of modern vampires. And like I mentioned like cryptid-like vampires, like the chupacabra would be like a modern vampire because it's a bloodsucker.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
I also read like a few articles about the actual medical things that could have been attributed to vampirism, like back in the Middle Ages,
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
like rabies or yeah. It's crazy. Like there's a lot of stuff. And then like there's pre-death diseases.
Mm-hmm.
There is the thing about, being allergic to the sun and breaking out in blisters every time you're in the sun.
Mm-hmm.
People thought you were a vampire. And then there's the after death things like the decomp that we talked about. Like these are just natural. It's a natural process of decomposition. But we're going to call you a vampire.
Yeah. We dug you up 40 days after you died, and OMG, you were gross.
Yeah.
So we stabbed you and burned your body
Yeah.
because it was really gross.
There's also like so many other things, even in pop culture, which is what I specifically covered today. But I wanted to focus on like the Victorian times and like the rise of that, the vampire as we know it today. But like this guy, Christopher Frayling, he wrote that book. What was it, like 100 years?
100 years? Yeah. 100. Oh, gosh. You told me,
Oh,
and it was
no,
100
I
years
know.
of cinema? 100 years of vampire?
Okay, vampire cinema, the first 100 years.
There you go.
Mhm.
I had all the words, just in all the wrong
Yeah.
orders.
All the words are there. But yeah, I'm kind of curious to get that book and read up
I
on
wanna
all
get-
the
did you
different
order
takes of vampires. I did not.
Okay. I'll look.
But like just from the movies and stuff that I've seen, there are so many different takes on vampires. You have, the classic Dracula style of vampire. You have the movie Dracula Untold, which is about Vlad the Impaler fighting the Ottoman Empire. You have anything like from Hotel Transylvania to
Interview with a
I Am
Vampire.
Legend.
Yeah. And like one of my favorite is it was a indie film, Only Lovers Left Alive,
Mhm.
with Tilda Swinton and Tom Hiddleston and John Hurt.
That would be the romanticized vampire, right?
I think so, but it's like it's kind of I call it kind of a day in the life, like a vampire having to live in today's world and not get caught and having to deal with the fact that the blood supply, like everybody is sick and carries diseases and stuff. And they're like, do you know how hard it is to get clean blood and not get a disease? That sort of thing. So it was, I really liked that movie for the take that it gave on vampires.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was really good.
Yeah.
Plus it's John Hurt too. He's only in there a little bit, but
Okay.
I like him. Anyway,
Also Tom Hiddleston.
also Tom Hiddleston, Tilda Swinton. I mean, it's like everything. That's great. No, but yeah, that was a good one. I really liked it. We should watch it. I haven't watched it in a while.
I've never seen it.
Oh
So-
yeah, you should watch it. It's
Yeah.
good. It's a different vampire vibe.
Uh-huh.
It's
Yeah.
also got that. I think the girl who played Alice in Wonderland, Mia.
Oh, yeah.
something.
Okay.
She's in there.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. She was also in that other
Yep. Tom Hiddleston. Like they did a bunch of movies together there for a
Okay.
little bit, but yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead. Sorry, I'm sorry.
Um,
I've put the book in our cart.
Okay. Cool. But that's all I'm going to talk about today.
Oh, okay.
But I do have one more quote
Mhm.
from Christopher Frayling about why we tell these stories and why they have such an appeal. He says, I think we need Gothic stories, the fantastical, the magical, the fairy tale, the fable, and the fear. These stories can carry taboo subjects in interesting ways, which I think is what we like about them. In the case of vampires, it's, well, in the case of sort of the modern vampire, it's dangerous,
Mm-hmm.
but we're attracted to it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you have this smooth talking, sexy vampire
Yeah, yeah.
who just wants to spend time with you.
He just wants to spend a little time with you. It's
Yeah.
fine. It's
And
just
we know
a
we
little
shouldn't,
nibble,
but
but he's so nice.
yeah. And so like that's kind of a taboo subject. Nobody
Mhm.
wants to admit that they're sort of into danger.
Yeah, yeah. And it is interesting. And also like there's the whole like the blood drinking, like
Yeah.
obviously taboo.
Yeah.
And so there's that too.
Oh,
and then
that's another thing that we can cover in a future episode is the actual subculture of vampirism that exists today, like of people drinking blood. But that's
Yeah.
more of like that leans to the fetish side of it and is kind of unrelated to any of the legends and the folklore and all of that. But inspired by it for sure.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I feel like there was like an old CSI episode on that. I'm having like a random memory of seeing.
You know, I think Castle also did an episode about that.
I feel like that it's like it's
Yeah.
one of those things. It's like this weird little taboo subculture,
Yeah.
and every once in a while, a popular show will be like,
Yeah.
this
Let's
thing,
do an
this is
episode about
happening.
that.
This is happening.
Halloween.
weird.
Let's,
Yeah, there you go. But yeah, it's it is interesting what we don't mind reading, but
Mhm.
we like if faced with it, we'd probably be like, nah, I'm good.
Ooh, yeah,
It's
no.
cool. Go away,
no,
creepy.
I'm good.
Go away, you creeper. Stop looking at me. Why are you hanging out my window?
Yeah. But like
throw garlic at you or something.
a lot of the stories that we like, the gothic, the fantastical, the magical, the fairy tale, the fable, and the fear, they address these taboo subjects. And these are ways that are palatable to us because they're not real.
Yeah. It's really
But it makes us
interesting.
think.
Like, okay, for time travelers, come back now and tell me what it's like, what the future is like as far as myths and legends. Like,
Yeah.
it's
That would be
interesting because some things that were incredibly taboo in the 1800s, showing your ankle, are commonplace
what?
now, I
I still don't show my ankles, but only because I never shave my legs.
Oh my God.
Sorry, was that TMI? I don't
No,
care if
it's-
you guys
yeah,
know. It's fine.
Totally up to you. I don't
Yeah.
care. But like,
women,
no,
am I right?
right? Yeah. I mean,
Anyone
seriously.
Yeah, anyway.
But like, there were so many things that were taboo then that aren't now. And what is that going to do to the myths and legends that come about now that will be told in 100 years or 200 years?
These
Like,
fantastical stories, will they be talking about cell phone etiquette?
yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, like, oh, you had to carry your cell phone, like it wasn't just in your thumb or something. I don't know, like, just one of those weird. But yeah, like, I want to time traveler, come pick me up. I want
Yeah.
to go to the future. I want to know.
I wish I had come up with something funnier to say than cell phone etiquette. That's not even a taboo subject, but it might be later.
I mean, it might
don't
be
know.
later.
Yeah.
I mean, there was a time when it was when people did not talk on their phone in public, and now, like,
oh goodness, yeah, that's right. Yeah, it was kind of rude to answer your phone if you were with a group of people having a conversation.
and now you're talking to the people you're with on your phone. I do
Yeah.
that to you. I like text
Yeah.
you while I'm sitting here.
Yeah,
I mean, it's just, yeah, but I would like to know what's going to be the creepy stuff from the future. I mean, I could probably list a few things, but I don't want to go into that.
future monsters.
Future monster. Anyway,
It's interesting to think about.
Smokey Bear will still be here,
Oh yeah, for sure.
preventing forest fires.
Yeah,
With your help.
yeah, because only you can do it.
Smokey Bear's a vampire.
Smokey the Vampire. No, Smokey Vampire. Sorry. That's the name of the episode.
Smokey Vampire.
Smokey Vampyre. You know, it's probably supposed to be pronounced the same way when you spell it with the Y instead of the I. But I like to say vampire.
I do too. I knew when you said it, I was like, it's got a Y in there.
Yeah.
But it's pyre because pyre, Pyre is pyre. But you don't say
I
pier.
know.
Anyway.
You could, though. That
You
would
could.
be fun.
It would be.
But then people would get confused and be like, the pier? What are you
What?
talking about?
What? Why?
P-I-E-R? No.
No. But I do like to say vampire too.
Yeah. Vampire. You have to,
You have to do the
you have to do the
vampire.
R. Yeah.
Okay.
Cards.
Yeah. I want to. I want you to do part 2, vampires. I just do like a whole vampire series
I could do that.
because I think it's fascinating. Oh,
Okay.
these are your cards.
Yeah, those are my Uno cards. We don't. If we draw that for our topic, we're going to be
It's gonna-
talking about numbers.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
11, 12.
Today's episode
Okay,
is brought to you by the Electric Company. Oh,
Wow.
Schoolhouse Rock.
That
Sorry,
was
that was a
squeaky. You need
squeaky low.
WD-40.
Oh, I need to tighten my mic so it doesn't turn it off. I did it again. I'm so sorry.
If you want to support our show, both shows actually, you can go to our Patreon.
Both
Patreon.
shows?
Both shows. Yes, we have another podcast. There's only one episode out right now because we're only releasing it once a month on the first of every month. But you weren't supposed to draw your card yet. You're supposed to wait. Hids drew the card and is now cracking up laughing.
It's the same. It's the same card I drew last week, but apparently I put it back in the pile. What are
Well,
the
I'm
odds?
glad you drew it.
What
now.
the heck?
That's
How did that
funny.
even happen?
I don't know, man.
That's so weird. Okay, I'm sorry. Go to patreon.com/Jess and Hids.
We do have another podcast. It's actual play D&D podcast. It's called A Tale of Two Kobolds. Look it up. Listen to our first episode. We get introduced to my character, Fizz, the kobold. She's cool. Next episode is going to be an introduction to Bang, which is Hid's character.
He's cool too.
Yeah. Patreon.com/Jess and Hids. That is all. I'm going to draw a card now. You need to also
I'm going to
draw a
draw
card.
an actual card, not the one I drew last week. That was so weird. Okay. Oh, cool.
I don't know. Okay, I'll
Vampire
figure
part
it out.
2?
I will figure it out. It's a long word followed by a word that I do recognize, but I don't know what the first word is.
Well, do you want to tell me?
No.
Okay. Good. Because I want to know what it is when you surprise me next time we record.
Okay. So weird. Unless I continue the vampire thing, I'm gonna have that in my back pocket.
The vampire thing is really cool.
Yeah.
I'm here for. I'm fascinated by that like genre.
Yeah. Same.
It's very cool.
Yeah. My first introduction to vampire stories was the Goosebumps book that I read. I think that was the first one. Well, it probably wasn't the first one. Like Dracula's everywhere in Halloween and like everybody knows vampires. But like the first one that I like remember was that one Goosebumps story about the dude's grandpa being a vampire, I think. I don't remember.
I think I saw like one of those original old black and white vampire movies, from the 50s.
The Bela Lugosi one, because that's the imagery we have today.
Yes, yeah. that is who. I couldn't think of his name, and I'm like, what is his name?
Yeah. That was Hammer Films.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
I just looked him up, and I'm like, that's the face. That's the one I know. Yeah, I didn't know Bela Lugosi was Hungarian. Why didn't I know that? Hungarian American.
I don't know.
Cool. Yeah, that's where I was introduced to Vampyre. So, like in my head, that is your iconic.
That is
the black cape,
the icon. I mean, that's where the imagery comes from of the whole like widow's peak hair and big thick eyebrows and the black cape and
piercing eyes.
Yeah. That's Bela Lugosi's Dracula.
I love him.
Yeah,
he's cool. He was born October 20th. We almost share a
birthday. Neat.
That is very cool.
Yeah.
The more you know.
Also have Hungarian ancestry. So.
I do. Wouldn't it be wild if I was like somehow weirdly related?
That'd be cool.
Somebody do an ancestry thing on me, please.
I mean,
I'm not good at that sort of thing. I get bored really quick.
Mm-hmm.
I tried.
I mean, if you can't tell me the names of your grandparents, I can't help you out.
I can't. I can tell you I think I can tell you my grandmother's name.
Anyway, we have our topics
now
for
I'm
next
go to
week.
Ancestry.com.
We have to go share our warm embers.
Oh, warm embers. Do you have one on hand ready to go?
I have a strange warm ember that I'm not actually sure what to think about it, but I think you'll agree with me. We have had a slew of downloads.
I was literally going to say the same thing.
From weird countries. And it's great. But like Buzzsprout, our podcast host, they automatically filter out like bots, downloads from bots and stuff. And they don't show up in your stats. But like every day we've been getting multiple downloads, like an uptick in our usual amount. And
repeat downloads from the same places, so it's not like just a one and done. We do have some one and dones, in some like really like weird, obscure places on the map. But we're getting a lot in South America.
Yeah,
Venezuela. Shout out Venezuela.
Yeah,
thank you. Argentina. Also, thank you. And a lot of Korea. Thank you.
We've got Zapopan, Jalisco. Jalisco? It's with a J.
Did you say Jalisco?
I did.
Did you just say that's in Mexico?
I don't know what country
Jalisco.
it is. Jalisco. I don't know.
It's
I didn't know that.
Oh, it's Jalisco is the that's where Puerto Vallarta is.
Oh, okay. We also had one in Dublin recently. We've got Mendoza.
Mendoza is also in Mexico, I believe.
We've got Naucalpan, which is also in Mexico.
Mendoza is Argentina.
And those are just the top 4 that are showing up in new locations.
Yeah, and like we started to see this uptick and we were worried, like, it's like it's just bots, like, I don't know, doing something with I don't know what you would do. We don't have that many followers or downloads. But we did like look into it because there are certain metrics that you can make sure are attached to your podcast that do not count bot downloads.
Yeah.
And Buzzsprout has those built in, like you said. So we feel good about these downloads, that they're legitimate downloads. So yay.
It's just kind of weird that we're getting them in so many other countries.
Yeah. It is weird, but I'm also like,
it's cool.
Yay. People are listening to us. So if you're listening to us and you're legitimately listening, thank you for listening. We really appreciate you.
Yeah. So that's my warm member.
That's funny because I was just going to say the same thing. I was like, I love all these downloads that we're getting.
Sweet.
And then we're getting several of the same countries have downloaded the new podcast too. So I'm like,
yeah.
Oh, sweet. Yay. So we're like,
maybe
hopefully we're getting some crossover.
Like,
we're growing, which is fun. And now we get to finish preparing our recording for our next kobold adventure.
Yeah.
I'm excited. I have to practice my voice for Bang and get ready to see where his little adventure is going to go.
Yep.
Yay.
I've got to come up with some stuff too because I'm the DM.
Yeah. I have been dropping a little bit of fizz art in our Discord. So if you want to see that, join our Discord server. You could find the link on patreon.com/JessandHids.
Yep. Also, if you have any ideas for future podcast topics for this podcast, email them to jessandhids@gmail.com.
Yay.
Yep. I think that's all.
I think that's it.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you so much for listening. Spread the word about us. If you'd like to, leave a good review and a good rating.
Because those.
What else do you
help.
do with podcasts?
You share them? You like, review, subscribe, all the things.
Subscribe. That's the thing.
and join our Patreon.
Yeah.
Because we would love that.
Yes. We have a fun little community.
Yeah. And that's it. Until next time.
Yeah. Talk to you next time.
Bye.
Bye.